I do hope that you enjoyed the station tour video. I've been posting a couple little shorts lately, just kind of messing around. But honestly, I filmed that video with only a cell phone and myself, and I feel like that didn't come out too bad. I really don't. Did pretty good as far as views go. Almost at 2,000 in like 16 hours, which, for my channel, it's not bad. Other channels, 16,000 in a day, shit like that. It's good for them. But YouTube's been keeping us down, so it is what it is. But I know for a fact that my subscribers are more valuable than a bunch of views. What's going on, people? Oh, it feels so good to comb out this beard, but I really got to straighten it, man. It's freaking. This is what happens when you don't straighten your beard out in the morning. Hey, what's going on, Steve-O? I'm glad you're here. We're gonna do a giveaway. We're gonna be giving away Gamma Rebel here in just a little bit, right before I get to work here. So, if you want to go back to that video, Steve-O, and you want to check that out real quick, pick somebody hopefully who's in the United States, and hopefully who's in the live too. That'd be pretty cool if you can find somebody who's in both. Yo, what up, Jimmy? So on our way to work today, I was checking my schedule and I was shocked to find out I actually have a few minutes to myself at some point this morning. It might not stay that way, but as of right now, there are so many things that I want to try to do. I just got 2 new GoPros, and what up, man? What up, MLW Fisherman? Yeah, so I just got 2 new GoPros, and I just bought a whole bunch of mounts before I left the house. A lot of like the plan going forward is to film like outside and in different places, and I wanted some more GoPros. It's been a while since I updated them, but the new ones seem pretty good. I actually got to film on stage at the Wiz Khalifa concert. That was this Saturday, and I attached 2 GoPros to different places in the stage. There was a guy playing bass, and there was a guy playing drums, and I put the GoPro around those 2 guys, and those shots came out pretty good. I'm pretty impressed so far with the GoPro. It's pretty cool. He said, "Ergo for the win." Ergos are good clippers, man. Ergos are good clippers. I can't complain. But the Rebel is just, the Rebel's on a different level. I feel like the Rebel is the best clipper at the best price for the best value still. And that's just based on a couple of factors. One, it's like $170. That's before you use my code, right? 2, it comes with double magnetic guards that are super premium. 3, you also get a stand. 4, you could attach an Andis blade if you wanted to do that, which I don't know why you would, because one of the best parts about this is 5, the blade on the Rebel is the Fusion blade, and it's incredibly easy to blend with. 6, you get a couple lids, extra levers, and a lot of extra stuff. 7, you get magnetic charging, which is fantastic, a micro USB port to charge through, and then you can buy the magnetic chargers, but you get the micro USB charging support. So I think that's pretty sick. So I don't know how many I'm up to now. Maybe I'm up to 8, but at $170, you really can't beat that. Let's see here. Juan Cordova, Pickle and Fork and Wiggle says, "I don't like the blades." I'm not sure what blades you're talking about. He said, "I'm in barber school." Jimmy said, "I'm in barber school. You think they do an easier fade than the Magic Clip or Babyliss FX?" I mean, if you want to use wall blades with them, you can. I mean, I think that's just kind of not worth doing, personally, because like one of the best reasons to buy the Gamma is the fact that the blades are completely on the walls. And I'll explain to you why the Gamma can cut closer. The blade on the Gamma, the cutting blade on the Gamma, it's so much more thin than the wall cutting blades, for one, and for 2, And I'm talking about the cut. I'm not talking about the top blade. Now, the top, being that it's serrated, it really, really makes it easy to forget. Now, if you've had a bad experience or something with one of these blades, I have. I've never had. I've never had any issues with them. I even understand why somebody wouldn't want to try them or would want to go through the trouble of switching. But wall blades are good quality. I'm not saying they're not, but I'm just saying, like, you know, it just seems kind of like pointless. Which video? He said he's going to pick a winner. So the video that I said I was going to give the Rebel away in, I said it towards the end. It was not the station tour, but it was the upload I had right before that. I'm sorry I can't be of more help to you. I've done so many giveaways that they're all starting to blur together, and I'm starting to forget what I said I was going to give away in what video. And we have given away every single video the way we say we're going to. So it's not like I've ever actually forgot a giveaway. It's just I'm forgetting which ones I gave away when I gave them away. If you want to double check the video, you can, man. So anyhow, that's why I think it's pretty cool to give away the Rebel. The Apex is pretty cool too. If you like that body shape, the Apex is pretty cool too. No big deal with that. Like when you get right down to it, the only thing that I don't like about it is the fact that it doesn't have the micro USB charging, which I now have. Let's see, I got my Heat Stroke, my Prodigy, my Hitters, my Evo, my Ergo, my Rebel. Not the Ergo. I'm going to subtract the Ergo, but all of those can charge magnetically. So one cord charges every single one of those, which is pretty cool. Also, we got what up, Indiana's in the house. Really, the Barber. What's up, respecting hip hop? Hope everyone's doing good. He says. So the other thing that I got going on too, though, is I got the Tomb 45 charging mat, which I've been messing around with that. They were kind enough to send that out with some power clips and everything like that, and that's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I actually really like using it. You know, the only thing that was a little bit of a surprise to me is, like, I thought you'd plug in the mat, and I thought that, like, every one of those things would just be like power, but you actually have to plug a separate power thing into some of those, which really wasn't a big deal. I mean, and to be honest, you would have to plug them in anyways if you were charging each one individually. So, you know, once it's all done, it's pretty cool that you can, like, just universally charge stuff, you know. But I have one of the longest, what do you call it, power cord strips in my station of all time. So I don't really have any problem fitting stuff, you know, in the station. That was one thing that I forgot to show in the station, in the station review, is how I have it powered. I don't have any cords hanging outside of my box. So I can shut those drawers. Have you tried the new Gamma Ace? Yes, I have. I don't like it. He said, do you know if the Saber, Mythic, and Apex will be released in Europe? Because I live in France and I really want a Mythic or a Saber. Tell you the truth, I was like a little bit surprised that you just said that. I didn't know that they don't sell that in Europe yet. I imagine they will. I mean, why not? Let's see here. That magnetic single cord charging is great, especially for the traveling barber. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it you know what? It's great for somebody who's traveling. You bring one cord and you know you can charge everything. Two, if you were going to let somebody borrow one of your machines, that's pretty cool too, because you could be like, here, you know, take this machine, and you don't even got to worry about, oh, let me remove this charger, let me get this stuff out. Like, you don't have to do any of that, because when you get right down to it, everybody's got a micro USB charger at their house. Man, here goes the traffic jam. Everything was going smooth. It was going smooth up until this point. I don't know how many of you guys have driven in Florida or in Southwest Florida, but I'm tell you something. These roads, I don't even, like, I other than just making 90-degree turns to turn on different streets, these roads are just long and straight. All right, they run east and west and north and south, most of them, and there is not a single curve in a road around here. And I know how difficult it can be just to drive straight, because there's accidents every day, and driving straight is difficult. I mean, it's so difficult that people just can't do it. But God willing, some of these people go home pretty soon. Where's this guy in front of me from? He's from North Carolina. North Cackalack, first in flight. I actually really like North Carolina a lot. I really did. I had a good time chasing down some waterfalls. But I can't imagine why you would ever leave there if you lived there and come here. That's, okay, another one's Virginia. I understand why you left there. Like, I get it. Yeah, I wouldn't want to live in Virginia either. So you came down here. Let's see what this one is. What? Texas. You guys got good weather too, man. See, this is how you know the seasons are changing in Florida. It's just the seasons are changing in Florida because the license plates are changing. That's how you know. Let's see here. Respecting hip hop, he says, just wondering how the Barber Tuition Initiative is going. Love the movement. Well, unfortunately, there is no movement, and it's going nowhere. I think we got like $1,200 in there, and it's not enough. All right, so we got the winner of the Ergo, and again, I'm not sending this out of the country. This is going in the United States, and if you win it and you want it sent somewhere in the United States, well, that's on you. It says the winner is Jordan DeJean. Hopefully USA, buddy. Yes, sir. Hopefully. Yep. Yeah, so there's not been a donation in a month, probably. No one's really helping out with the program at all. And I know that most of you guys have, so I'm not really upset about it. I thought that we could do something good for the barber community. But as you could tell by my attitude, I'm kind of giving up. I'll probably keep on a little bit longer and see if we can get anything going. But realistically, if we don't start getting some donations in, the bank account's just going to eat itself. So I'll probably wind up trying to do one more maybe, and then possibly even dissolve the company, because I just, you gotta listen to the market response to things, and that's something that I've not always done. Like, I wanna force things sometimes. Like, I want things to work so bad that I want to force them, that I want to do all this stuff. But like, realistically, when I turn around and I look and I see something's not working, I need to be more like, all right, that doesn't work. Throw my hands up and walk away from it. That's what I should be doing, instead of just continuing to force. And I don't really like badgering people. Come on, guys, let's go for the price of a single haircut. Like, I know the price of a single haircut is way too much for people, apparently. Even though the funny thing is, if somebody donated the price of a single haircut, not that this guarantees anything, but you could be one of the recipients of this thing, for all you know. But that's kind of why I thought that this thing would grow and get some legs. And if anybody is feeling guilty about not donating, the link to donate is in the description. And as of right now, the program is still active. But like I said, if we're getting $1,200, you all know how much barber tuition costs. And $1,200 doesn't even put a dent in it. And that's not at all what I had in mind for the program. So anyhow, there might be a way that we could restructure the program, and I'm thinking about this now, because obviously we're just not going to make that money. So I was thinking about, what if we just showed up and just, gave some blessings to some students, like, something like that would actually be pretty fun. And that we could do. I do have other sponsors on board that want to give away products and stuff like that. Plus we got $1,200. We could possibly buy a lot of students some things, but as far as like paying off their tuition goes, it's just too much money, man. like we got lucky because Sky, the one that we paid the barber tuition, she only owed, I think she owed like 1700, but the school gave me a little discount, and at the end of the day we only had to pay 1500 to get her free and clear. We got lucky to find a person who was in that position, because we all know barber school costing upwards of $5,000 to $10,000 in most places, and that's on the low end. I mean, shit, if you go to Paul Mitchell, you're paying like, you're gonna spend like 20 grand. So, you know, I just don't see that type of money coming in. And if anybody's got any ideas on how we could get it, I mean, I'm not keeping the money. I'm not spending the money on myself. It just goes into an account. But as it goes into that account, if it's not over a certain amount of money, they take something like $10 a month. And there's other expenses associated with it. So the more that we just let money sit and not get donations, the more it just starts to shrink. He said, do you think a half hour is too quick for a good cut? No, I don't think that at all. I think that there's a line that you need to find between quality and timing, because that's also going to be with your price too. You know, if you charge enough money to spend extra time, you know, spending more time than a half hour is fine. If you don't, a half hour is fine. You know, a client knows what they're signing up for. At the end of the day, I think the majority of clients want you to respect their time. They want a decent haircut, and they want to leave the shop. Now, there are clients that want to be Instagram famous, and they want to, you know, they want to do their thing, and they want to look really, really good for every cut. There are those clients. But the vast majority of people, working stiffs, people just showing up at the shop, wanting to cut, wanting to leave, I don't think a half hour is wrong or going to give you a problem at all. And I think a lot of people with a lot of experience, myself included, we could do a half hour cut. But you know what's kind of funny is every time you get a little bit older in this business, a little bit longer in this business, you wind up taking more time, because if you're just unsatisfied by what you used to be able to do, so you want to do better. And it's funny, it winds up, you know, taking more time. What do you think about the new Bevel Pro clipper and trimmer? I don't know anything about them. In fact, I literally seen a post on Instagram about it this morning, but I don't know anything about them. He said, have you ever had a client walk out and not pay? Yeah, I've had that happen. That was a lot of years ago. I think that happened to me at like Supercuts or something like that a long time ago. Which again, like, I feel like Supercuts, great clips, not sport clips, man, fuck sport clips, but Supercuts, great clips, both two great places for a person to go and get some experience and knock some heads out. Because man, that place will really make a well-rounded hair cutter out of you. And I say hair cutter because you're going to be doing long hair, women's hair, curly hair, straight hair, thick hair, thin hair. You will do every type of hair there is. We had every type of rain there was. Remember Forrest Gump? One day it started raining. We had every type of rain there was. All right, so let's see here. Rusty says, I think the bevel is going to be trash and so time consuming. I don't know. Why would he say that? I don't understand. He said, what's wrong with Sport Clips? Sport Clips is garbage. When is new merch coming out for the new brand name? I don't know. and you guys, I'm not 100%. Like I was telling somebody this the other day, is like, I don't know if I'm 100% sold on the name. And, you know, part of me wants to just say, screw it, let's go with it. And then the other part of me just feels like we built so much brand equity in the old name that it would be easy for me just to keep the old name. But the Ordinary Barber says, I agree with Rusty. Can you guys please tell me why you guys think the bevel is going to be trash? Tank Be Choppin' did a review, and he put it away after 3 cuts. Thank you, The Ordinary Barber. I dropped a video yesterday. I don't know if you got a chance to check it out yet. Oh, he asked about sport clips because he applied. Okay. You guys want the dirt on sport clips? I'll tell you a little bit. I once had a job at a sport clips. Now, I was kind of experienced in my career at this point. I was something like 5 years in, maybe 6 years in. And the opportunity to become a manager presented itself at a sport clips. I would have never even considered the place, but the title of manager was alluring enough, so I said, you know what? I'm going to try it. Well, I later found out that when a person buys a sport clips, they usually have to buy 3, and they usually run skeleton crews, and they don't pay people nothing. They pay people peanuts. And then, on top of all that, as if that isn't bad enough, you're barely making a little over minimum wage, and they tell you you have to use this clipper, this comb, this trimmer. That's it. And they make you do the exact same thing. It's infuriating. You have no you have no control over your process or anything. So they make you try to cut hair in this cookie cutter fashion, and if you're really good, you're not going to last at a sport clips. You're not going to be at a sport clips very long. I think you guys are going to like this other video I filmed the other day. I'm kind of excited to see how you guys do it. He said the bevel is gimmicky, maybe good for at-home cuts. They should have put a shaver head attachment, and it would have been a perfect tool for non-barbers. Bevel Pro might be legit for home users and mobile barbers. The precision on it seems insane. The shaver head might be an add-on in the future. I don't know, I don't know anything about him. I'm going to have to go watch Tank. I'm going to have to go watch Tank and see. I mean, I don't know if you guys noticed this, but like certain products, like I'm really into, and I really want to get and review and get my hands on them and use them. And then a lot of products, I just want to kind of like sit on the sidelines. Like bevel has never really gotten me too excited about nothing. It's got a digital lever. Okay, that says enough. But yeah, that's definitely one of the ones that, I don't know, if they reached out to me and they sent me one, I don't think they would, because they know that I don't really hold back when it comes to doing reviews. And I don't care who it's with. Like somebody asked me about the Gamma Ace. When they sent me the Ace, I told them not to even release it. For an at-home product, I guess it'd be all right. But like, it doesn't matter to me who the company is. Like, I have no problem telling you guys the truth. And there are better clippers out there. I'm going to tell you about them. If there's better reasons to buy another clipper, I'm going to tell you about them. And that's kind of why I sideline myself for some of these products. If somebody said $359. Is Jordan in the room? Is Jordan Dean, the one who won the Rebel, is he in the room? Anybody know that? He said, remember the iPhone on release was a gimmick, right? He's like, look at the world now. Everyone has a gimmick. The Ace from Stylecraft is a version of the Panasonic Arc 5, which is a competitor to the Braun Series 9. Okay, that may be, but I'll tell you this. It is in no way, shape, or form able to compete with the Braun Series 9. Not one iota. In fact, I would even go so far as to say, and this really isn't that far as to say, I should say that the Andis, what the hell is that thing called? The Andis Profoil, the new Andis Profoil, I think that was better, in all honesty. So, he said agreed. Neither is the Panasonic. That's a good point. I've never really used a Panasonic. I've seen other people use Panasonics, and I thought, one of them looked like it was actually doing a good job. This was a long time ago, and back when there really wasn't a whole lot of electric shavers out there. I mean, believe it or not, we used to actually use the Braun with the 3 heads on it to do a skin fade. You know, it's before the wall Profoil and all them other ones were out. We used to actually use that. It's kind of funny. We used to use a razor, and then when those like machines started coming out, we thought, oh, maybe we can use that too. And I used to basically fade out that shit with the little circular pattern that thing has is what I would use. Let's look at these Toyota FJs. You guys know that the Toyota FJ, which I could have easily bought, it was the same price as my truck when I went to go buy my truck. This is back in 2013. They quit making the Toyota FJ, and now the price on them is insane. They are through the roof, especially if they're in good condition. And I never really understood the fad around the FJ. Didn't make me, like, you know, excited to drive it. But now I kind of wish I would have bought one, because I could probably make like 50 G's with the Toyota FJ if it was in decent condition. Hey, y'all want to see an accident? Here, this is the reason why it's going to take me so long to get to work. Over there's a cop, and he's talking to some lady. He's probably telling her, quit driving like such a dumb bitch and get your friends and get out of here. And this other guy, he's just trying to... What's this guy got? Progressive? Progressive on the back of his car. He likes Progressive so much that he's got Progressive on the back of his car. And notice he's not in that accident. He's not in that accident. No way. We're actually about to drive right by my old barber shop where I used to used to live. Pretty much did. I was here like all hours of the night, all hours of the day. See, this is the thing that infuriates me about this dumb. This is what's dumb. All right, you can't drive straight. You get into an accident. Okay, whatever. It's a fender bender. Okay, it's time for you guys to get the long knives out for each other and fight for financial reasons. Like, I get it. I would do it too. But can you pull over to the side of the road while you have this argument about your bumper? I mean, no one's hurt. Let's see here. Let's see if we get it up close and personal. Now, someone might be hurt over here. They're all right. That's a smashed up car. You guys see that? Can't drive straight. It's just too hard. Uproar, I just read your comment. He said that's a good plan. At least you're doing something better than nothing. And, you know, that's what I would... I mean, that's what's probably going to have to happen. Damn, she's even got it on the side of the car. I feel like I'm being advertised to, even when I'm driving. Even when I'm driving. You said, how many cuts do you do a day? You know, it depends how many senior cuts book me. Because, like, the other day, my schedule was, like, stupid full. Top to bottom. So many senior cuts. And I think there was something like 20 there. You know, something like that, 20. 20 would be, like, the high end of the amount of people I cut a day. I think lately I'm cutting more like 10 to 15. He said, personally, I don't understand why people fight when they get into an accident. It's pretty easy to know who's at fault, and that's what insurance is for. That's funny about that. But, you know, these people are always trying to, like, that's what's going on here. We have began blaming people for everything. All right, look at this. We got these people. They've been working on the side of the street over here, right? She's over here collecting. But I want you to look right over here. Usually, it's a bunch of beer cans over here. So we got bums working each other out of the spot. You know, she's wearing a nice dress and everything. And what they usually do is they collect up and down the highway right there. And then they sit behind that little thing and they drink beer. That's the truth. It's not like when you give these people money, they're like, thank God, I got this money. I'm out of here. I'm going to go and do something with my life now. No. They're going to be right back there doing the same thing tomorrow. We got an ambulance. No, it's a fire truck. It is a fire truck. You know, when I first moved here, I almost tried to join the fire department. Full scent blends. Okay. Get gooder. He's asking why the name change. Okay, there goes the other. That's the battalion chief. He's on his way. All right, so why the name change? The name change was simply because YouTube does not want you to have the name YouTube in your name. It will more than likely stifle your growth, and I'm kind of doing this as an experiment. I do like the new name. It's cool, but it's been brought to my attention that there's all kinds of stuff around this name that I didn't really realize at first. So now people keep bringing up Nelk Boys and all this other stuff, and I'm not really... I mean, obviously, I know about the Full Send podcast. I didn't know much. I literally watched one episode. That was it. So, I don't know. I don't know if it's permanent. I don't know if we're going to see another name change or not. But as of right now, I thought I would upload a couple videos under this name and see what happens. The Uptown Barber Academy. I like that. I like that, Ivy. I do. And I already got all the shirts and I got the logo and everything. To be honest, that would be a very easy fix to a complicated situation. But this is the thing, you guys. I'm trying to give myself the option to not call myself a Barber Academy. And there's a couple reasons for that. But the main reason for that is I want people to come here and watch my channel, whether they're barbers or not. I want people to be entertained by my content, regardless. And if it's called a Barber Academy, that implies that you're coming because you need to learn, which some people are coming because they need to learn. But I feel like people could come because they need to learn, and people could come because they want to become entertained if my name didn't have Barber Academy. You said half return blends. YouTube Blends Academy. There you go. The YouTube Blends Academy. But somebody will probably steal my name in the meantime, and then I won't have that name to go back to. And then I'd have all that other content. That would really be terrible. Uptown Life Academy. That's the thing, is if you put the word academy in it, it just, I think that kind of hurts you too. So I don't know, maybe I should just go ahead, full send it, just say screw it, this is what it's going to be. Not be in this indecision. I'm not normally super indecisive. It's just this was a big decision to make the channel name change. And it seemed like a great idea when I did it. And maybe I should just go with what my gut told me to do and just stick with it, man. Man, there's more fire trucks and ambulances and every other thing. This has been a long ride to work, to be honest. Normally getting to work just takes like 15 minutes if there's not traffic. 25 minutes if there is traffic. We're up to about 35, 40 minutes. And we're still not there. Maybe just Uptown Eddie, he says. I don't know. I'm not worried about it, I figured let's let a couple of videos upload. I got a couple of other videos already filmed. We got the protege combo. I cut with that all day, and I filmed quite a lot of the cuts. I filmed one cut really well in Foley, so that's one we're working on. And then I got the other one is Barbers Need to Stop, and you guys are gonna enjoy this because I'm not being nice, and sometimes I feel like you guys like when I'm not being nice. But I was pretty much putting barbers on blast for a lot of the whack shit that they be doing. And that video is going to release pretty soon, too. So, all right, you guys, we're pulling into the plaza. Shout out to DeGene. Rusty, can you reach out to him, shoot him a comment so that he's at least aware that he won, and then hopefully we can get that out to him. If it turns out he's not from the United States, then we'll just do the giveaway again. Because that's what it's going to be. And then the other news is pretty soon I'm going to be doing this live. Pretty soon I'm going to be doing this live from my one wheel. Once it finally comes. All right. They're saying that it's going to ship out on the 8th. And every time it's gotten close to the ship date, they move it back a month. This is about the 50th ship date I've gotten for it. So hopefully they get their shit together. How you cut your hair? I usually cut my hair like a mullet. Lately, that's what I've been doing. He said Eddie wants to start a YouTube barber beef. Nah, I'm not trying to do that. But all I'm saying is more so, I think that everything that I say in this video is something that you're going to agree with. Maybe if you don't even initially agree with it. All right. So I'll just give you a quick example of some of what was said in there. I was like, if you're struggling, if you got issues, if you don't got clients, if your cuts are not where they need to be, if all that stuff, you got one person to blame, and that's you. You can look right in the mirror and you can blame that person, because that's the only one responsible for that. And I'm going to explain to you why. To believe otherwise would be foolish, because that would mean that external factors are going to dictate how your circumstances are going, and that's just something that I can't abide by. It's just I just can't. So that's one of the things that was said. Other than that, there was probably about another 1,000 things said. But my client just pulled up. What's up, bro? Nice truck, bro. Look at this truck, yo. Oh, it's all zoomed in. Hold up. Bam. Oh, you got the drive?
Does either one of these work? They're both 2-tera.
Yeah, that'll work.
You want both of them or just one?
No, just one. Okay. Imagine 4 terabytes.
Oh, I didn't know.
Oh, that's funny. All right, you guys. Tour, man. Check it out. And I'll catch you guys. This is Full Send Blends. Peace.